Well, we got lots of good name suggestions for our bull. But our favorite, Max. So we've decided to name him Max. Well, good morning. Welcome back to Rolling Hills Farm. Dave here. We've got some rain moving in. You can tell there's a front coming through. Some badly needed rain. And with first crop hay done now, it's time to think about small grain. This rye field is ready to go. So while it's raining, I'm going to get in the shop and get the equipment ready to go. First up is our versatile swather. This is the machine that cuts the oats or the rye down so you can separate the grain from the straw using the combine. And this thing's just out of storage. You can see I've got the battery on charge, but I have a bunch of things to do. We have to put the aprons back on. I take those off when it's in storage. I have to fill the gas tank up. I always drain the gas out of this. This machine actually runs on gas, 1970s. And then I just have to start it and make sure everything is working properly. It was in great shape, did all the work I asked it to do last year, and so it should be ready to go. It shouldn't need much more than grease and fuel. So every year I take the aprons off so that they don't stretch in the winter, and they need to be reinstalled down where I'm standing in the header. And there's a left-hand side and a right-hand side. Now what holds this together are these bolts through these two metal bars. And you run the bolts in those slots. And just screwing these on tight, which draws it in really tight. As you can see, I've got my versatile 400 swather out, and I'm just getting started in the rye field. This rye is definitely ready for combining. The swather cuts it, puts it in a row so it can dry out that last little bit, so that when I combine it, there's less moisture in the grain, less chance of the grain heating up or getting moldy. You get docked at the elevator if your moisture level is too high. This rye is really pretty heavy, and I'm going a little slower than I normally would go around the field. You can see by the windrows I'm laying down, there's a lot of straw here. The combine will separate the grain from the straw. I'll combine it probably in 2 days, and the straw then will be baled for bedding, and the grain will be sold. Some of it may be saved for seed. Swather's working pretty good today. We did a kind of a major rebuild on it 2 winters ago. Last year used it, had no problems at all, and so far so good now. It's a 1970s gasoline powered versatile, made up in Manitoba Swather, running a 6-cylinder Ford industrial engine that really runs very well. I've got a little bit of a problem this morning or this afternoon wrapping around the reel where on the left side of the header where the pickup drive, the reel belt is. This winter rye was planted a year ago. It has to sit through a winter in order to be able to produce grain. It greens up first thing in the spring and grows fast. If we'd had a little more rain this spring, it would have been much taller. And it's been slowly turning golden for much of July, and actually should have been combined maybe a week or so ago. But it's still in good shape and will make good grain. Most people around here don't use a swather. They spray their oats or their rye, their small grain, to kill the weeds, and combine with one pass with a straight cut head can save you a lot of fuel. I'm doing under 20 acres every year, and our little equipment works fine for that. If we were a large commercial operation, we'd either have to get much larger equipment, or we'd have to straight cut, get a newer combine, and straight cut like many farmers do. But this swathing really gives us clean and dry grain. A lot of the small grain we harvest goes for cattle feed, although we do sell some to the local elevator. It's a little bit of cash flow. There, that went okay. These straw rows really look nice, and there looks to be plenty of rye in here. I won't really know until I get the combine in here, but that's swathing for today. Up next, we've got to let this dry for a couple of days to make sure there's no moisture in the rye, then the combine, and then we'll really have an idea of what this field is yielding. As for the swather, well, we'll be back swathing oats probably in a week or so. I've got to go get a look at those and see how they're coming. Thanks for watching. Combining and baling straw next. We'll see you then.